relationships are fraught with issues, but these same relationships can be fun when we put in the work. Today in our maiden open forum, we take a look at some of the letters that you sent us and have our counselor address them for you. My name is Akosia Konedu Owusu. This is Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV. This is our very first open forum, and to help me answer your pertinent questions, I have a renowned author and counselor, Counselor Frank Adofoli. You're welcome, sir.
Thanks for having me, madam.
To kickstart this open forum, I want us to go into the house of the Lord. And let us go and listen to a tape that was sent to us by one of our viewers, Emmanuel.
Okay.
All my opinion and all I want to contribute concerning these pastors and the people's wife is that those pastors, they are the cause of all those problems that come in this world today, even this cholera virus. All that bad thing, they come purposely because of those pastors, those people that call themselves pastors, the things they are doing. These people, we need to cut all of them hand. Anywhere you catch with somebody's wife, you cut his hand. So he himself will tell his church members what happened with his hand. It's too much. Even as I'm talking to you now, Pastor, fuck my wife. Pastor, take my wife from me. Because of Pastor, I don't have wife anymore. So all those pastors, I used to tell them, I want to be a Boko Haram for all those pastors, all of them.
What is going on in the house of the Lord?
It's rather unfortunate. The good book, the Bible says, when we are getting to the end time, a lot of these things will happen. Sometimes when we mention men of God, people think men of God are God or smaller gods. Men of God, or let's say people who seem to represent or who seems to know much about God. So we believe they are shepherds who introduce us to God. So we look up to them as a role model and into things of God. And if they are falling, then there's a concern that where we are heading towards, the shepherd who keeps us safe, it's not become a wolf.
Exactly.
Our lives are going to be in danger. Then people started feeling insecure within the society. It's very unfortunate for any man of God, a pastor, to go for another person's wife.
Yes.
That's what David did. He went for someone's wife and he lose a lot of things. That cost him so dear.
But they also say that David was, God called David his friend.
David was God's friend. That doesn't take effect, but those things that David did cost him dearly. Dearly. Things that if David is alive today, he will regret it. That God could not even allow him to bear.
What are the reasons why they rather take advantage of somebody coming to you with their problems, ending up sleeping with them, losing their husbands? What are the reasons for some of these things?
Let's not forget, human beings also get sick. Okay, I sometimes say these people who behave like that are actually sick. Many of them are not ready to talk to other people about their issue. If somebody is talking to you, sharing their intimacy stuff with you, you should know your boundaries. There are days that people go ahead and have a personal conversations, all time chatting and other things, which are not so professional. And then you realize that you are more closer to the person than what you're supposed to do in a person's life. When things happen like that, sometimes you forget that, hey, you are a pastor and there's some limit to go to. You forget. And the time
realize, people always say that they were human before they became.
Yes. The time they forget, they are almost doing the unthinkable. And because the person trusts you, they get involved.
So then it is the trust that the individual has in them.
Yeah, the trust is one of them.
For which they are taking advantage of.
Yes, the trust is one of them. And then other things, some people are just greedy.
Okay, greed is another?
Yes, greed is another. And some people there are some pastors who are not so deep into the word of God. You need to be in tune with the word of God always. They are not so deep into the word of God. So sometimes these temptations can also overtake you. Let's not just blame the pastors alone too. The one who is also coming in, you should know that you are a pastor. I'm a married person. I have a husband or other responsibility. So if the pastor is going wayward, we should know that some pastor could also be a fake pastor. So if the pastor is going
How
wayward,
do you even know your? I mean, because like you
By-
said, we trust people.
every
So, for
tree bear
instance,
fruit.
if the person that, for instance, initiated or officiated my marriage, and I have issues, I would prefer to take it to him than to take it to maybe a friend outside.
That's true.
So if I bear my vulnerability to you and you take advantage of me, then I don't know.
You are with your father who's supposed to protect you. Your father now is starting
hurting.
places you don't want. So it's so odd. I trust you one place and I want you to take care of me or protect him. But where you are heading towards, it's not safe. I should be able to tell you, look, this is not right. This is wrong. But sometimes people are not brave enough to say this is wrong.
Okay.
This is not all right.
Okay.
They play along, thinking the person knows it. And sometimes some people even come out and say this is wrong. But the person also go ahead and confuse them the more. There was a statement I hear, which is very, very clear and it's going on. A pastor will tell you, look, I'll marry you. And once that I'm not married to, when we are even doing something now, it's not a sin. So when we marry, it will cover up those kind of stuff.
So what are we doing wrong as human? Are we downplaying the power of God? His words. What are we doing
We're
wrong?
not downplaying the power of God so that people don't know their calling, their purpose, and how to remain in their calling. There are some things you don't have to do. So stay there. Don't go beyond there. The man or the woman who is coming to you with their trouble, it means there's something that is wrong with them and they are vulnerable. So you are coming to give protection. If you cannot give them protection, let them be alone. That's the better thing to do. But once you get yourself involved in their life and something happens, you are going to be pointed finger at that, look, you caused, you should know better. So in this case here, what is happening? Look, the guy is very bitter.
Yes.
He's very angry, and it's right for him to blame the pastor because he know better and need to advise better.
So what should we tell Emmanuel?
So what I'll ask the Iman to do is, Iman, you got to let go.
Because he's lost the wife.
Yeah, Iman, you have to let go. If your wife really loves you, a wife will come back to the attention that, hey, what I'm doing is wrong. If it comes back, you want your wife back, you should be able to forgive. But if you can't forgive, please let go.
This comes from D, a lady called D. She says, my name is D. I was previously married to a man I loved so much, but we couldn't have children after 6 years of marriage, and his mother made him divorce me, brought in another woman, and drove me out of my marital home. I met this guy a few months after my divorce and I got pregnant. Now I have a beautiful baby boy, but this guy is so abusive, a womanizer, and doesn't respect me at all. He insults me in public with the fact that he is the only one who could give me a child, etc. Anytime I try to leave, he threatens to kill himself. I am stuck. The good thing is that we don't live together anymore. What should I do?
No man manufactured a child. We had sex, and God made this business, the outcome is a child. God blessed us with a child. God didn't bless us with a child so that you abuse me. So if you can't stay in our life, help us to bear a family, then it's better I'm alone. Because I was coming from a place which is not good, and I need to see you being a better person than the old person. If you are going to be a worse, then I'm better off being alone. So you should know it's not because of your child. That's why you should keep a man who maltreat you or abuse you or kill you. No, you should not do that.
You know, Councillor Adufuli, when this story came to us, I reached out to the lady. I wanted to know more about the kind of person she is. And I realized that she didn't really want to leave the relationship. She said something like she didn't want to be alone. And she didn't want her her ex-mother-in-law to see that she has a child without a husband. So for such a woman, what can she do?
What is so wrong to have a child without a husband?
I just.
What is so wrong? And what is it proving to the mother-in-law? What do I have to prove to my mother-in-law? Somebody who doesn't even love you or care about you. What do we got to prove to the person? See, he's looking for love, respect, affection in a relationship, not with her. If she can love and value herself, and I trust that this product of mine is good. If you don't want it, if you don't like it, I don't have to cry over that. Because my trust is in my product. The right person will find it and will appreciate it. So the same thing go back to her. I love myself. I respect myself. I won't take something lesser than this. That's why I left my first marriage. If I'm coming in to another relationship, this should be better. Sometimes people say that I don't want to be jumping from one man to another man. It looks like I'm a bad woman. We are not asking you to jump from one man to another woman. But if you have to look for the right person, or meet the right person, if the wrong people are coming and you have to say no to them, say as much as you can say until you meet the right person.
We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll continue this very topic. This is Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. So welcome back to Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV, and I'm doing this open forum with Councillor Frank Adofoli. So, Councillor, our next question came from Ajua. Ajua said, "Please, I'd like to know if a man proposed marriage to me, claiming he doesn't have a wife, and the period of 7 months I find out that he has a wife. He owes me and doesn't want to pay. In our relationship, he didn't spend on me even when I was seriously sick and admitted to the hospital. Not even his presence did I see. Please, with these issues, what should I do? Can I arrest him with the police? Hope to hear your advice. Thank you."
So the thing is straightforward. You were studying somebody for marriage. I want to find out who you are. If you are good for me or you suit that man I'm looking for, we will get married. That's the purpose. So even the day one or the day that you are about to get married and you find out the person is not who you are, off. That marriage thing is off.
She looked like she was blindsided. She didn't know the man was married.
So the man was honest. So somebody who is not honest to you, you cannot trust the person with your life. So that part is off. Now the next part is the person owns you. You're giving money to the person. So it's like a loan. So in this case, let's separate the relationship. The relationship is dead. But what is left now is my money.
But did she say she was giving him a loan? You see, you know when women, we fall in love. We fall in love with our head, and we don't think. And we want to show that we love people. They'll be spending. You have spent. If he asks for a loan, that's different. But if you, on your own, spent money, maybe buying him nice suits like you are wearing, shoes here and there, giving him pocket money, why do you want the money back?
No, if you give to the person free out of the relationship, just take like you're a good person and you give. The other parties, is it because there are other people who actually gave money out because the person asked for loan. And it's on their paper that I loan. Even in the future, if you pay back the loan, I say, I'll give back to you, that is okay. But the fact that you said, give me this money, lend me this money, is a loan.
But from the tone of this,
tone
of this voice, she's only asking for the money because she found out the man was married.
Yes.
So she's made bad investment.
You made a bad investment, that is fine. Whatever you spend on the man is gone. But what is a loan? You ask for the man to give you what he has spent. Respect, that mutual respect is there. I don't want a relationship with no one. I'm not feeling bitter about it. What I could you do is don't think the person took you for a ride. You want a good person. You want somebody who is honest. You are very angry because the person wasn't honest. He has taken advantage of you. Now you know better.
Isn't it funny though? We want honest people, but when we find out that these people are not honest, instead of being happy and moving on, we rather become bitter.
Because of what we give. What is meant to be given to an honest person has been given to
a
dishonest person. So that's where we are headed. So you should be happy. I tell people like that. Go if you are a Christian, go to church or the mosque with white. Thank God that I found out the truth. That relationship is over. But if there's a loan and anything like that, look, straightforward. I need the money. I'll give you timeline to pay. If I have to pursue that money to any angle.
Because she wants to involve the police.
Yes, you could do that. If the police can help you to get the money, you should do that. But don't go and tell the police because you didn't marry me because you lied to me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm collecting the money.
Because
Tell the police
that is what preceded
you
her message.
owe me a loan and I'm taking the loan back. When I ask about that relationship is over because I'm looking for an honest person, and obviously you are not honest person, so I won't spend my time on it.
Do we jump into relationships and don't do due diligence? Would it be easy for her, for instance, to have found out if the man was married?
Yes. See, people are so lonely, desperate. People are even talking about age. By my age now, I should be married now, I should have a child now. Look at my sibling. We think through all sorts of things. And now, people laugh at singles. Singles are not like lack of choice. I can get married when I want to get married. That's what it's supposed to be. It's not like I'm being cursed or stuff like that. People should know that. So once someone comes along, and the person portrayed to be the nicest person, how the person speak, what the person do, we get carried out. We don't do the due diligence, we don't ask the questions. And we just believe that, look, it's an answer to my prayer. God has just done it.
Yeah.
And we go high with the person and later realize that we've done a mistake. You should be always taking caution. Snake should always be a snake. If a snake forgotten about or is not going to make uses of his venomous, its venomous, children will use it to play. I hope you are getting what I mean. Snake is a snake.
Yeah.
When you get it, you buy it because of the
yeah.
But if you forgotten about the venom, what will the children do? They'll use it to play.
Yeah.
So any woman out there, I know you are emotional, you have the heart, you have compassion, you care for people, but let your head guide you. The reason why God made a head first before the body. If your head will not guide you, and you like to go with the heart, you fall into the gutter.
So in this case, what should her next move be?
So the move is, you should know the relationship is over. You should know because you know what you are looking for. So the relationship is over. Now what I want is what? My money.
You know, this thing, it has made a lot of people become sort of difficult in relationships. When they are giving something out, they are not sure, especially if the relationship is new. Do you advise women, men, to give freely when we start relationships, or we have to wait till we are very, very sure that these people are genuine?
As at now, if I step out, if I'm giving to a stranger, I give to you as a stranger. If I'm giving to you as a brother, I give it to you as a brother. We should know each person in our life, who they are, the position they are, and give to them as much as. We are new in a relationship. I can give this to you without any cost. If I even lose it, I have no complaint. I should do that. But don't assume the person is your spouse or a spouse to be. So you are doing what is done for spouse. Then when the relationship is over, then there is going to be trouble. So we are boyfriend and girlfriend. I can do what boyfriend and girlfriend can do, not more than that. So when we go separate way, I have nothing to lose.
What caution do we give to our men who go into relationships, knowing that they are not going in there to give them the marriage they are looking for, give them the lifelong commitment they are looking for? What should we be doing?
Life is simple. We should just not complicate it. Let's be real. Let's be honest. If I'm looking for sex, I ask for sex. I want a partner that we can trade
Just
that.
jiggy.
I give you money, you give me sex. That's the agreement we sign on. So I won't come and talk to you about marriage. If one day I change my mind, I want to extend the agreement. That, hey, now I want to get married to you. It's fine enough. Are you also ready to get married to me? We can extend that agreement. If you meet me with the purpose of marrying, you should know that we are not married. We are still candidates. Student is a student, unless you pass your course. So what I want people to do, come clean as who you are. Be honest as who you are. Don't pretend to be who you are not. Because when you pretend, you cannot pretend for life.
Yeah, because these days
The mask
people
will
are
fall.
going as far as to even go and see your parents.
That is even the least of them. That's the least of going to see your parent. That's the least.
Take a list.
Yes.
All because you want to sleep with
Yes.
one woman.
Because I want to sleep, because I've seen you have some money, you are secure some places. Before some people come before you, they do some investigation
Looking
about
about
you,
you.
study about you to get to know you and know what they stand up gaining before they propose to you. You should know stuff like that. Trust people before you give them what's supposed to be given to a trusted person. So when somebody meets you, good will come, bad will come. Just know that the person can turn any other way. If you don't trust the person, don't give the person what will hurt you or cause you trouble. And then when you find out the person is not who you are looking for, know that you are better than that person. So there's no me taking revenge. The revenge is not even a better way. Don't spend your energy seeking for revenge. I'm trying to let the whole world know that this is who he is. You end up losing your own focus.
I hope you give us feedback when everything goes on well for you. We'll take another break and then we'll come back and conclude this open forum. Welcome back to Moans and Cuddles here on Ghana Web TV. My name is Akosia Konedu Owusu. Our next question came from a lady who said, my boyfriend has not properly introduced me to his parents, but we have had 2 abortions. And recently he told me I should let him go and have children elsewhere. I don't understand. What should I do?
You don't need a university education to know that unprotected sex will lead to pregnancy. Everybody should know by now. The truth of the matter is, if you are going to open up your leg for somebody, whether he has introduced you or not introduced you, and you're going to have sex with the person, know the person is not your husband. Okay. The reason why he has not introduced or get married to you, maybe the person is not ready. So it's unplanned pregnancy. So when a pregnancy comes, they will tell, this is not in my plan. I'm not ready now. So the best available option is let abort it. Then when you abort it, your security is, once we abort it, he says it's not in my plan. So when he's in his plan, you marry me. Then you continue the same mistake. We had a number 2. After number 2, this man is been thinking that you will not have a child before, because you will not have a child again, because he has had 1, 2 with you. If you have to continue that relationship, chasing this man to marry you, you get number 3, because you are desperate. You are desperate. I'm begging you. I can't say something. Go to the hospital. Let them test you and see whether you are likely to give birth again. That is cool to do. If you are likely to give birth again, let go this relationship and start a new relationship. The lesson here, the painful lesson here is you don't go open less to people, whether they introduce you or not introduce you. You should learn that. And if you want to open legs, then please protect. Or go and do family planning. Anyone, do it. And if you find out, hey, that you've lost your womb, which is also another available option, so you cannot give birth, and you think this guy has taken for granted, and you want to take legal action against him, the courts allow promise and fair. They allow.
From her text, she doesn't even look like someone who wants to leave. She wants to be with the person because she doesn't understand why, after causing 2 abortions for him, he wants to move on with his life.
You see, that lady in question has not even laid down any foundation. I want to get married. That's why I'm going to this relationship. What is the timeline? Are you ready? That's the first question. If you are ready, when do you think we can get married? What are the other preparations? Then we start this dating, getting to knowing you, knowing me, knowing family, discovering new things about you, get to know that, oh, I can put up with this or not. There's nothing like that. It's just know that we are in a relationship. We are serious because I've seen the parents or I've been to the house. And you want this guy to introduce you to the parents. The father, he has not made that proper introduction, just to make you know that, look, I don't think you are even the one I want to get married to.
The normal human being self, me, wants to say something like, she should follow him everywhere. Everywhere he goes. Because you don't make me cause abortions and you want to live your life. No, we are going to live together. So that if I can't have children, it is me and you that are going to suffer. But, well,
you can keep the relationship with you, but the treatment this guy will give you might make you lose your life.
Exactly.
You go crazy, you go mad. Because you continue doing things that you don't like, just to despise you, which you don't like. If he doesn't kill you, you might end up killing him. You might be in jail for the rest of your life because of this. So the good aspect is you are a good person. Human beings are the best product God brought to this earth. no matter who you are today, you can become better, 10 times better. So if somebody find you useless, not better now, what you can do is focus on you, work on you. That is the best revenge you can give to the person. So let this man go. The possibility I know will happen. You can get married, have your life together, and this guy still chasing women around.
What if she marries and she doesn't have children?
If you're going to marry, you find somebody who is good, be rare to the person. One thing I also know is people loves you, they loves you. They are not marrying you just because of a child you give to them. That's the fact. Not just because of a child you give to you, because you can be fertile, get married to someone, and might not have a child. It has happened in countless marriage. So if the person loves you and you can't give the child of his own, we could adopt it. Adopt. We can find better way of getting a child. The most important thing is you are my best friend. I want to live with you for the rest of my life.
So what is our final word for this
So
young lady?
don't spend your energy chasing him around, and don't be doing what do you call it, hide and seek with him. Be straightforward and tell him, look, we are done. I can't continue with this kind of lifestyle. If you really want me, be serious. And now that we are not serious, we are done. And end the relationship. Take stock of whatever happened. Ask yourself, what lesson have I learned from this? What can I do better before you open your life or your gate to any person in the name of relationship?
Let's go to our last story. I'm currently in a serious relationship, and by the end of the year, I will be getting married to him. But this lockdown just opened my eyes. I really love my guy so much, but I hate to see certain unclean things. Just this week with him is so devastating with this behavior. Can you imagine he kisses me with saliva all over my lips and mouth? And the worst is I found out he doesn't use toilet roll, but rather uses the WC. I nearly vomited when I saw that.
Okay.
I don't know how to approach him at all concerning these things. He can even use unclean utensils to eat, telling me that it is nothing. He just keeps frustrating me. From what the person is saying, they had not really lived together before until this past lockdown.
It has been with the person
that
close.
she's seeing is making her really have second thoughts.
Yes.
But what I'm taking from her text is that she is unable to talk to the guy about it.
This is the trouble. Yes, one can say you are born. The truth of the matter is, if we are in a relationship and we live far away, and we had opportunity to get closer, whether meeting your family, meeting your friends, or coming around, I should pay attention. Even if it's a mad person who says something about you, pay attention to what the mad person. If it's a drunk, there could be advice from that. There could be something that will change the person or change your life, which people should take it seriously. Now you've been closer to the person. It's clear that the person is living a life that you don't like. And this is not something we just started within the lockdown. It's been long. And when you talk about it, you feel like the person is so comfortable when you are not comfortable. Can we have a change about these kind of things? Can we learn something new so that the two of us can live together happily? Because it becomes uncomfortable with me whenever you are doing. I know you love me, you want to kiss me. But how do you feel that you are kissing me and I'm going back because I'm not happy with you, I'm not enjoying it because of how the whole thing is being done? If you can just change around it, I'll enjoy it.
But Counselor, how do you change how you kiss someone? Because some of these things are...
You are talking about the saliva, maybe the person hold the saliva there.
What if the person is one of those that, you know, that when people that when they talk, they bring out saliva. You cannot change such a person.
No, if you have to be a medical condition, maybe you have to go to the hospital, let's seek help. There are lots of things that helps are available. The only thing that is missing is we are not seeking for the help. That's the only thing that is missing. So let's seek help. Talking about it in the first place, now that we all identify there's a problem, then we can seek for what? Help. So if there's a need for us to go and see the dentist or any other persons who can be of help, the two of us will take that initiative. But when you call him and you mention about how you feel, always talk about how you feel. Don't go and be accusing me and blaming him. There will be trouble. This is how I feel around you when you do A, B, C, D. then give him opportunity to have a second look about what he has been doing. If after all this he's not making any changes, you are free to let go the relationship.
Before you enter into the marriage.
Yes, but if he's going to make a change, then when you start the change, please be patient with the person. Whenever you see a little change, appreciate
it.
You are doing good, nice, well done, I like it. So the person can do more.
Okay.
But don't be comparing a person from class 1 to university level. You should have been done this small thing you've done, you think you've done. No, there'll be a trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Counselor, please give us your final words.
I'm begging people out there. Marriage is a lot involved than what we see on TV, radio, and other stuff. There are plenty people in marriage, and they are not telling you the story there. So if you just want to be carried away and get hooked with somebody in the name of marriage, you have trouble. What I'm begging you, before you go into marriage, please, and please, steady you get to know you. Know what you can and what you cannot. Know what you are looking for. And when people come to you, put it down. This is what I'm looking for. Can we work together? And the line factor is look for a best friend. So the stranger that you meet, take it from stranger level to a friend to a best friend. Then with your best friend, when you fight, you can come back. You can learn to make things work. You can work together. Then the marriage life will be better. But if you go out looking for somebody so that you can share role and duties and try and patch out things and put some formula in places, one day all this will fail and a broken heart will be at the end of the result.
Right. Thank you so much, Councillor Frank Adofoli.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, it's been really, really lovely having you on the seat. Well, so this is how we bring our maiden open forum to an end. Keep sending in your text messages, your stories, your comments, and we'll get you the right counselors to help solve some of these things. My name is Akosua Konedu Owusu. I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.